Woo! What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? It's Friday. Orum'S Den in the building. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? A few guys in the building already. My boy Chrome. Woo! What's going on, my friend? How you doing, bro? Robert 360. What's going on, bro? Chrome got a shout out by @MarkOrum. Yeah, man. Don't mind the wonky eye, guys. Don't mind the wonky eye. Had a little bit of got a sty in my eye again. It's like my third one in like a year and a half. What's going on, Slack Bros? My boy, Detroit fan man. Wait, is it time for an Orum's mock? I still got time for popcorn. Then, I'm not the biggest fan of mocks, man. Not the biggest fan of doing mocks. I like to talk about players and stuff like that, but I'm not the biggest fan of mocks, man. Maybe one day. I don't think I've ever done a true mock on my channel, though. I've been doing this for 3 years now. So this is year 3. Yeah, it feels like I've been doing a little bit longer, but I believe it's year 3. So how's everybody doing, man? How's everybody like the signings? How's everyone like the signings, the free agency? We're probably now we're going to be going into phase 2 of free agency eventually when you start seeing guys get cut now with there's always like three different phases of free agency. You get the normal free agency, right? You start seeing guys get cut because the guys coming in, and then the draft comes, and then you get another wave of cuts, and then another wave of a little bit of a free agency. So it should be interesting. This is phase 1. I don't think it's done yet, so we still got to the weekend. Justin Chase, what's going on, my friend? Looking huge, bro. Looking huge. Alan Dana, let's go Lions. What's up, man? Art Allen, what's up, my friend? So far, I like the signings. So do I. I think we're hitting on some holes for sure. 100%. Fam's doing good, brother. Fam's doing good. Little one's out. Oldest is chilling in her room, and the wife's waiting for me to finish his podcast up. What's going on, Perry Ball? How you doing, brother? Good to see you in here. I guess this popcorn's a waste. No. It's never a waste, man. It's never a waste. We could talk about players. I just don't really do mocks, man. Like I just don't. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Maybe one day, bro. I just can't see how safety works out before the draft. Just can't see how safety works out before the draft. I'm not sure what you're saying there. How our safety position works. Oh, talk about Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Yeah, what's going on with that, man? Is he going back to Philly? It should be interesting to see what the Lions do with the safety position. Tracy Walker might not be ready for camp right away. He's running around. He's saying he's going to be ready. And Kirby Joseph in his second year. So it will be interesting. Will they bring back Breeze? Will they bring back some other guys? So it should be real interesting there. I think we need to cut Big V. I'm kind of thinking he's going to get cut. At least a restructure. And they brought in obviously Graham Glasgow. I think right now Glasgow is a backup with starting ability because he started in Detroit for 4 years pretty much, and then he started in Denver for 3. So it's not like this guy can't start. I think he's great competition if they keep Big V around. If not, I think they still need to draft a guard, man, somewhere down the line. I like it too. Super Bowl or bust. Mark Malik, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Something was the prize edition. What's going on? One prize 40. I think there was a great pickup by Brad Holmes, man. Getting a corner like that. I think it was a really, really great get. Probably the number 3 corner in the free agency behind guys like Bradbury and Jamal Dean. But I think something was a great get by Brad Holmes. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that safety position works out, man. Oh yeah, I think he can gel big time, man. He's already worked with Decker and Ragnow. I think there's going to be an issue whatsoever. He could start. He could be He could be a one-year starter. I see the guy has started over 90 games in his career, so I don't see how he couldn't be a starter. There was something on like Instagram saying Lions are close to a deal with Shark. I heard that. I heard he visited Carolina today. Walked out of there without a deal. So who knows? I'm not the biggest fan of DJ Chark. I don't mind him, but he's going to miss 6-7 games like he does every year. That's the only thing that kind of makes me iffy on bringing him back. I like his ability to play wide receiver. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a really good wide receiver. It's just he misses too much time, and I don't think that's what we need. But familiarity. Holmes loves it. Campbell loves it. You never know. Gardner sounds like he's going to be back in Philly. Yeah, I think so too. I think they'd be silly to not pay him money. I would love him in Detroit. They would probably draft a guard. Hey man, I'm still big on Torrance, and if they grab him at 18, I got no issues with it. Bye Rogers. We sent him to New York. Goodbye, Karen. You're gone. The day has finally come, eh? I like Torrance. I like Cansey too. Obsessed Detroit Lions fan up in here from Rochester Hills, Michigan. Go Lions, win us the Super Bowl before the day I die. What's up, Justin the May rapper? How you doing, bro? Hope you're having a good Friday. 9 drinks in the house. Yeah, I saw that they were giving same with our backups at quarterback situation. Keep hearing Cooper Rush, but I think they're really looking to draft a dude, maybe even to compete with Goff. I thought Rush already signed back with Dallas. Could be wrong on that one, bro. I thought he signed back with Dallas, though. I heard that I saw on social media that they're already ripping apart Brad Holmes for being too slow on the draw, grabbing a backup. They probably like someone in the draft. Or they're just not. Some of these backup quarterback situations, these guys are getting too much money. Like I know some of them have starting ability, but my God. Yeah, safety of Deshaun gone. Who are our starting safeties? Is Kirby's a full-time starter, 100%, bro. But they both him and Walker do play the same position, but they have to both start. They got to figure something out there. One's got to play the strong, one's got to play the free. But I think they're going to look at another safety because they like to play that 3 safety sets. They put more corners in sometimes and linebackers, more DBs in general, not even corners, safeties too. So I think they're going to be looking at a safety in the draft. I like Brian Branch. 18, that might be a little early, but I do like him. Not elite, close to elite. Osiris or Steve. I love Osiris, Avila, whatever. Yeah. Art Allen. It's time to get rid of these players that are injury prone. We are turning the corner to be an amazing team. Yeah, that's why I kind of, no shade on Shark, but man, he's just going to be hurt. You know he's going to miss time. He just always does. Greetings from Arizona. What's up, Patty Grimes? How you doing, bro? Good to see you in the chat. It stinks Jamal Williams is gone. It does, but I think he dropped the ball on that one, man. Hey, man, Dave Burkett came out and said that they offered him a deal similar to what David Montgomery got. He wanted to try elsewhere. Him and his agent were like, hey, we're going to try to get you a better deal. And they ended up getting less money. And then Jamal goes on TV and says that he felt disrespected. I think that's a load of BS, man. I love Jamal Williams, but hey, man, if you're offered the same deal that the Saints gave you or more, and you didn't take it, and you decided you wanted to gamble on yourself, and you gambled and lost. That's it. Jamal lost, man. He gambled. Got a little bit more money, though, than he did the last couple of years in Detroit. He should be happy. But if the reports are true that the Lions offered him a similar deal than they gave Montgomery, what are you complaining about? He said the same shit when he got let go by Green Bay and we drafted him. They didn't want me. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I got nothing against Jamal, man. I loved him here, but we got the better running back, and I'll fight that to the death. Glasgow, that's good, man. That's good. I think he has a good chance to start here, bro. I think he has a very good chance to start here. What's going on, Big Dan Davis? That's what we saw for instance. For what do you see as the biggest, most immediate draft needs at this time so far? I still think it's defensive tackle. Defensive tackle, man. I think still it's linebacker. Defensive tackle and linebacker are the two biggest needs, man. Hey, Anzalone coming back is fine. I'm all right with it. I'm not this guy that's going to completely rip him apart. He's not the greatest linebacker. Where's the green dot? He's gotten better his last 2 years as a Detroit Lion. You can't argue that. He's not a superstar, though, but I still think we need to upgrade, and we need to upgrade that defensive tackle spot, man. Big time. Man, Bear Pig. Hey, Mark. Nice to be here, brother. Good to see you here. Love that avatar, bro. Alan Elson in the building. What's up, bro? So I'm very surprised with our signings, but in a good way. Which player is underrated? I'd say the underrated signing is probably – I don't think a lot of people are giving David Montgomery enough flowers. You know what I mean? I think he's an underrated running back. I don't think he's a superstar or anything like that, but I think behind this O-line, honestly, I think he can be a 1,400-plus back, maybe more, with double-digit touchdowns. He's a 3-down back, man. He's going to catch the ball. He's going to run hard. He's shifty. He's a great blocker. I thought that was one of the most shocking and underrated signings in all of free agency. He's a good running back, man. I'm telling you right now. And Mosley, when healthy, Mosley can be good. I think Sutton was the best pick because I think he was just a really good corner who's gotten better. So, but David Montgomery, man, if Church don't come back, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it too, bro. What we need is a Super Bowl win. That's what we need, 100%. Carter crapped the bed with his incident and his train wreck pro day. Probably turned away from Carter. I know, man. The kid's going through a lot, man. The kid's going through a lot. Gained some weight. Who knows, man? It could be a guy that could slip into the teens, but I'd still bring him in for an interview. See where his head's at. Why not, right? We just came back from the Angels versus Royals game. Nice, brother. Who do you see as signing for backup quarterback? Who's out there? Maybe Teddy Bridgewater. He'd be a little pricey though. He'd be a little bit pricey. And I think these, just like I said, I think these backup quarterbacks are getting a lot of money. But yeah, it's Justin May. They're not Justin the Rapper. Well, hey, bro. Hey, I need a word on Shark. I think the word is, man, that he's asking for too much money. That's my problem. What backup quarterbacks you think we get? Like I said, I don't know. I like Teddy Bridgewater. I like them to draft somebody, like for real. I'm not all about paying a lot of money to these backup quarterbacks, but I do understand it because I did predict that we would sign one and draft one. It's not over, right? So I think they draft Sidney Brown. They could. That's a good player from Illinois. Dan Spano's in the building. What's up, bro? Go Shark. Hey man. you know my feelings on Shark. Love the ability. Can't stand the availability. Best ability is availability to me, my friend. And I like him. I think he's a great player. He just can't stay healthy. Dude's made out of paper mache, man. You know, and then when you see, just say this guy gets hurt, then all of a sudden the excuses start flying around. Well, the offense goes a little bit stale. That's what happened. We had a couple injuries to the wide receivers. What happened to the offense? Our offense went stale. And I know it's football. Guys are going to get hurt. But this guy is almost a lock to miss 6-7 games a year. It's almost a lock. I wish it wasn't like that because I do like him as a player. Holmes said he really likes Bennett, so Bennett will be able to rate round 2. Maybe so defense and him under Goff. If they draft Stetson Bennett, I hope it's the late rounds, man. I wouldn't be wasting a pick like a 5th rounder on him. I don't like him that much. But hey, Holmes knows more than I do. What you think about bringing Mason Rudolph on a cheap deal? Draft Bennett or Duggan? I like Max Duggan. Max Duggan out of all 3 of those guys is my favorite. Rudolph wouldn't be a bad guy to come in, man, and it'll just be a backup. I don't mind Mason Rudolph. You don't have to pay him a lot of money, I wouldn't think. Swift is a Band-Aid, bro. Swift's a huge Band-Aid. I think right now we're looking at probably a 60-40 split with Montgomery leading the way. or it could be 50-50 until Swift goes down, which he will. He'll be another guy that gets hurt. He's going to miss time. He's going to be limited. He's going to have all kinds of – he's going to be on the injury report every week. So it's just – that's another guy that annoys the hell out of me. Love his ability. It's the availability that drives me nuts. Chark's still available, yep. I'd rather draft the guy too, but I do get it. They want to bring somebody back, man. They need to be careful with that Chark thing, man. I don't know how much he's asking. I think Papa John's their safety. All right. He said our offer was disrespectful. What a fool. I think it's silly. I think it's absolutely silly. And especially when Dave Burkett comes out and says they offered him similar to the David Montgomery deal. So I don't know. They took a gamble, man. Williams camp took a gamble and they lost. It's plain and simple. It happens a lot, man. And I'm not going to throw shade at Jamal Williams, but him coming out and kind of throwing Brad Holmes under the bus, that's disrespectful in my eyes. Because, like what did he offer you? Like, if you're going to say it's disrespectful, throw a number out. Just don't say it. Like, that's my problem. And then Burkett comes out and says that. So who's lying? Somebody's lying. At 18, wide receiver, top running back, or offensive guard. I love Torrance, man. I'm a big fan of Torrance. Kool-Aid Kid. Yo, love it. What's going on, bro? Dr. D in the house. I'm good with Jamal being gone. I root for the team, not the player. Same here, man. Listen, I wanted him here. I didn't want to go anything over $6 million per season. Apparently, we offered him something similar to that. And he said no. He took a chance. Bye-bye. Man, hey, this is why Brad Holmes has that jersey, man, or that hoodie that said villain. He's not going to sit around and wait for guys. He clear as day. He's going to go facts over feelings, man. He's not going to just wait on guys, man, because the fans love the way he is in this town. Like, it's just simple as that. Jamal wanted to deal with a sign here. I agree. Update: Chark is likely to come back to Detroit. That's the rumor. I think it was Dave Burkett. Dave Burkett said that too. He's like, nothing official, but it looks like it's getting some legs. So who knows? Who knows? I just hope they don't overpay for him, man. I just hope they don't give him a bunch of money. Like, you know what I mean? He's probably going to want a 2-3 year deal. I don't think they're going to get. Maybe they give him another 1 year, 2 year deal, or whatever the hell it is. But be careful with money given him, man. Chark was much more valuable than Jamal. Yeah, I guess, you know what I mean. I think they both had their moments. I think Jamal was, I think he was a little bit better, but yeah, I guess we could say I have no problem with that. Gary Kessinger, what's up, brother? Good job, Mark. Toledo Lions fan. I love your show always. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate you coming into the building and saying what's up. My boy Martel, what's going on, brother? What's up, Mark? Any news yet on DJ Chark? Only thing I heard, man, is that he visited Carolina, walked out of there with no deal, and I think it was Dave Burkett said that there's a possibility he could be coming back to Detroit. Who knows? I don't mind the re-signing on Anzalone. He had a good year last year, but it was a contract year for him. Now they got paid. I'm afraid he turns into Annalise again. I hope not, man. I think he's gotten better. He's gotten better his last 2 years in Detroit. So, he finally stayed healthy last year. Missed a couple games a year prior, but he's a guy that, has gotten better. So this is the way the business is, man. I think David M was our best signing. I think it was a very, very good signing. Everyone is drooling over Chark. I'm not drooling over Chark. I like him as a player, but like I said, he needs to stay healthy more, man. And he's not that guy. Bill Collier, what's going on? I like him a lot. Look at that hat. Look at that cowboy hat, brother. Giddy up. Everyone is drooling over the corners. I think Sutton was a great get. I really do. And Mosley, I think it's a little more of a wait and see for me. I could be a guy that could surprise. I think both those guys helped out the secondary. Did they completely fix it? No, but they helped out I think immensely. Every team needs a Super Bowl. Definitely need another corner, yo. I think so too, bro. I don't think corner's out of the picture in the first round either. 18, don't be surprised. James Willis, what's up? I didn't know where you were live. I happened to run across you. I'm glad I haven't missed much. Thank you, James. Thank you for coming in. You're the man. Smoke and rock on a rock. Look at that Luber. Oh, look at that avatar. Minshew. I think Minshew signed with Indy, bro. I think he's a Colt. Don't get me wrong, but I think he's a Colt. Hashtag, Mr. Orm. Would you be okay with 166 pounds of chicken? I'm not sure what that means, man. I like chicken. Yeah, I accidentally found this myself. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Some of the best things in life are accidents. He can give us 1,000 yards, run the ball, and 500 yards catching would be great. I think he can do that easy. I think he averages 300 plus receiving his last 4 years, and he catches all kinds of balls, and he's ran for 1,000 yards once in his career. But he has averaged 900 plus yards on Chicago with one of the worst lines in the NFL. So just think of what he can do here, man. Just think of what he can do here. You guys make sure you hit that like button, help Mark out. I'm sure we all appreciate the Lions content. Hashtag One Pride. Thank you, Justin. You're the man, bro. Hey, we got to get you in, bro. We got to get you in. The backup quarterback is going to be Justin May, the rapper. Get him in here. Let's get him a tryout. Let's go. Bridgewater's a nice quarterback. I like him. He'd be a little pricey, though. He'd be a little more expensive, but I've always liked him. I've always liked Teddy Ballgame. I was hoping for Cooper Rush, but no biggie. Yeah, I think he's a Cowboy, bro. Pretty sure the Cowboys re-upped him. Mark, do you think CJ or Young is there at 6? Would you tank them? I don't think either of them are going to be there. And if they were there, I would first look to trade. With somebody because someone's going to want them. But, they would be tempting to grab, man. I think Anderson's going to be gone. Carter might not be in the picture. It'd be hard not to grab those two guys. It actually would. It really would, especially Bryce Young. I really like Bryce Young, even though he's small. Rapid not working out, eh? Let's be nice. Defense first. What's up, Mark? Twice in one day. That's it. Yeah, man. I put out a video of the Graham Glasgow. I'm slow on the draw with my free agent frenzy. I've been. I got things to do. Just sometimes I can't do videos, man. So, yeah, living a dream over here. If we bring back Chark, I don't know who they're going to draft. If they bring back Chark, yeah, they'll be bringing in a guy that's going to be a number 4, wide receiver 4. So, I still think they need to grab another wide receiver. I think they need to. I wouldn't mind grabbing one in free agency or the draft. I'm telling you, or both. I honestly wouldn't. You have to look, like I always said, guys. You have to look at contracts of players, and when you see guys are coming up on contracts, you have to look at other players, man. DTR is good. A touch short though. Oh, that the kid from UCLA, Dean Doucette. Is that what you're talking about? How's it going, brother? Good to see you in the chat. Left my effing ass. Yeah, leave Chark alone and draft the guy. I'm just saying, man. I just think that we can go a better route, man. I do like him though, but I don't want to overpay for a guy. I just want to say that David Montgomery's signing was brilliant. I love it too. With his offensive line, David should have a breakout season. Don't weep for Jamal. I'm not weeping for Jamal, and I'm not throwing any shade on Jamal either. A lot of people are out there putting some shade on him, calling him trash, saying that blah blah blah, this and that. Jamal's a good guy, man. I think he's going over feelings right now, but he shouldn't be throwing Brad Holmes under the bus either, because I have a hard time believing that Brad Holmes offered him less money than the Saints did. I have a hard time believing that, and then Burkett comes out and says the complete opposite. So someone's lying. Well, Bijan's starting if they draft him. Imagine a Bijan, David Montgomery, and a Swift backfield. That's too many running backs, man. That's crazy, man. When will there be line clearances sales for lying stuff? Oh, I don't know, man. There's probably out there already. Snake eyes, bro. Huh? But he broke Barry Sanders' record. Joseph Lost. Exactly. I don't care. I don't care that he broke his record. Hey, that's a great feat. It's a phenomenal feat, man. But you put a lot of guys in that situation, and they're probably going to do close to the same or the same, right? Or the same or better. And I'm not trying to throw shade at Jamal, so I don't want anybody thinking that I'm killing on Jamal because I'm not. I loved him as a player here. He did his thing. Hey, man, he gambled on himself. Like Dr. D says, who cares? Logan Warner, Jameson Williams. Hey, he'll be all right. Are Saints going to trade away Kamara? No chance. I don't think so. He might be getting in trouble though with the cops, but those guys don't do any time. So athletes don't do time. I got told Brad Holmes is cheap and only goes after injured players. What? That's stupid. What? Yeah, exactly. Because people just want big names. People want every single big name that gets released, every single big name free agent. It's just not the way it should be done. It's not the way it should be done. Like, don't get me wrong, man. I like some big name players too, but doesn't mean because we don't get him means that Brad Holmes is cheap. He goes after guys. He tried to go after Ramsey. He tried to go after this guy. He's tried. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. People just love to cry, man. They just love to cry. One Pride 40. You know that, my friend. When do you think there'll be Detroit Lions clearance saves for Lion stuff? Oh, I don't know, bro. They're out and about. You guys live in Detroit. You know what I mean? I don't live in Detroit, so I'm sure you can go to anywhere and it's out, man. Do I like Jameson Williams? Hell yeah. I think Jameson Williams is going to have a good year, Logan. I think he's going to have a good year. I think there's some maturity issues there a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I saw a little bit come out this year, and that's okay. He's a young kid, you know, but I think his talent is exceptional. I've never seen a kid get a ball and just like he's explosive. So I'm expecting some big things. I like Spears out of Tulane. Probably get him in the third round. Wait for the only guys Holmes will wait for have ACL injuries. Hey, man. Hey, he takes some shots. I have no issues with him taking shots on players. Jamal was great, but he ain't here no more. Exactly. I would rather draft a young receiver than bring back Chark. I'm in that same boat. You're a master at stating the obvious, Doc. I didn't think it would be about the money for Williams, but I guess I was wrong about him. Bye. Yeah, hey, man, he took a gamble. He rolled the dice. He lost. The way free agency is going here in Detroit, I think Brad Holmes is setting up the draft for best player available and trades the game picks for the next season. Your thoughts on this, Mark? Hey, man, I think BPA should be the way to go. Best player. I still think what I think they're doing in the draft, I think they're going to go defense. I really do. But I'm starting to have a little bit of a feeling that maybe quarterback will be in play earlier than what I think it's going to be. And I'm not saying it's the first round, but I just got a feeling it's going to be a lot sooner than later. I'm not drooling over a rookie wide receiver starting on the outside. Well, yeah, I'm okay with it if he's a solid player. Hey, man, if he's a good player, and I have no issue with it. If it's a guy that's super, super raw, then of course not. You know what I mean? But get me a guy on the outside that is not going to miss 6 games. I like them having two rounds for a rookie. I didn't know Montgomery was even available. I knew he was a free agent. I didn't think he was ever coming here, though. When it was announced we signed him, I was shocked. I was shocked, too, in a good way. Someone said he's the best running back in the market. I'm good with the signing. He was one of the best running backs on the market, from what I can remember, for sure. We got 53 in the building. Yeah, let's get that up. Let's get those likes up. I appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate it, man. 53 in the building. I'm loving it. Let's get to 60. I like Chark, but if he goes, see ya, we will survive. I think we will, too. I heard Montgomery actually called the Lions. Never heard that one. Hey, man, if that's true, people want to play here. I love it. Dan Spanos. Jamo's gonna be awesome. Rookie on the upside field will be just fine. I think Dan's right though. I would feel a little bit better with the more seasoned veteran on the outside, because J-Mo being, second year, basically his rookie year, and then you got another rookie. I think Spanos is, I think he's right on that part. I wouldn't mind having a guy that, has been in the league for a few more years, but I just want a guy that's not gonna miss time. Like, I know football, people get injured, but going into the season that DJ Chark is going to miss time. You just know it, and you're just waiting for it. That's what bugs me about him. Like, when's he going down? It just bothers me. It does feel good that the some free agent signed to appease the fan base. We're finally building. It's very weird. It's finally doing it right, bro. What do you think about the Lions' schedule for next year and how many wins and losses we're going to get for next year? This year, I'm still saying we're going to win 11 games. I'm calling 11 games, man. I'm going to say 11 games. 11-6. 11-6, make the playoffs. Did your wife die? I agree, Mark, but Johnson wants to use J-Mo in the slot. Yeah. Hey, man, he should be used everywhere. I've never heard that. I have not heard that J-Mo is going to be using primarily just in the spot, though, in the slot. He's got to be on the outside, too. You know what I mean? I have to be I have to think that he would be okay on the outside. 61 in the building, boys. Let's get it up. Let's get it up to 65. Can we reach 70? You think we can get to 70? I think I've had this many in the building in a long time. 166-pound cornerback. Who's that? Because that's not Mosley or Sutton. I'm not sure who you're talking about, bro, because they're both 188, 190. Not the biggest of guys, both identical. Played together at Tennessee as well, too. If you guys didn't know that. They're both Tennessee Volunteers. I read on Twitter, so it must be true. It's got to be true if it's on the internet, bro. Got to be true. Nice telly. How is Chark's yak stat? Don't know off by heart, bro. Can someone look that up for me, man? I don't want to just have dead air. I kind of hope Chark doesn't come back. I want to see those snaps and targets go to J-Mo. We can draft a guy like Bryce Ford Wheaton. I like him. 6'4", 220-pound guy. Ran a 4.3 40 at the combine. See, Dan Spanos? There's some big fellas I can run. Told you, my friend. 4.38. Woo! That's a big boy. Running that fast. Well, then you got to get in there for a tryout, Justin May. You got to get in there. Eric Shortage, what's up? Will Jason Kabita help our running game stay or cut? In the past, I have said that I'm not the biggest fan of getting of fullbacks anymore. I'm just not the biggest fan. I'm okay with him getting cut. I really am. I'm really am. I think our O-line's good enough that we don't need another blocker. We should trade Swift and grab the kid out of Texas. Bijan Robinson or Roshan Johnson. We should trade, Jaman Hyatt, another good wide receiver. Tennessee, bro. Chark equals John upgrade. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm just not the biggest fan of Chark, man. I'm not the biggest fan of him, man. I think he's got good ability, but his availability drives me nuts. I don't know. I'm getting your St. Patty's Day celebration on, or are you going to work like 9 drinks? Yeah, man. Staying home, bro. I'm staying home. I don't do St. Patty's Day much anymore. Just by choice, man. Drop one of those wide receivers. I don't think David would have a reason to lie about it. No, I see why he would lie either. Some of these guys throw out stuff, though, man, that isn't necessarily true. Just saying. And I'm not saying he's lying, but, some of these guys just love the clicks. But Dave Burkett's been pretty honest his whole career as a journalist. The Lions can't trade Swift. Something about 1 year left on a rookie contract. They can trade him. There's no issue saying they can't trade him. There's nothing in the contract. There's nothing in the contract saying they can't trade him. They can get rid of him. He's a second-round player too, so it's not like they would owe him a ton of money. Jamal Agent gas his ego up. I think so too. I think both of them thought they were going to get paid more money. Not drinking. Good. Big names can bring big problems. It can. 100% it can. Our big need is linebacker and defensive tackle, Eric Dorsey. That's exactly what I agree 100%. We should have a top 15 defense. I hope, man. I hope. I want a top 20 defense. You know what I mean? I want a top 25 defense. You know what I mean? Now, I don't want to be in the 28s and the 30s, the 31st, 32nd. I can't do it, man. Jay Mommy, what's up? He's still unsigned, though. There are quite a few unsigned out there. Chark? Yeah. There'll be some guys that get released too. Don't worry. There's going to be more releases, guys. There's going to be releases, cuts, whatever we call this, man. There's going to be restructures. The draft is coming. You're going to see another wave of free agency. There's going to be a bunch. Hey, Mark, what's going on? Anthony Berardi. Hey, Mark, what's your stand on Carter? Have you talked about him yet? I haven't said too much about him. We talked a little bit about him. His pro day, he was bad. You know, I'm still considering him at 6 if he's there. I'd bring him in to see what's up, what's going on with him. I'm sure his head's pretty rattled. 2 of his friends died. He's a pretty immature kid. Probably needs some help a little bit there. But at 6, I'm still thinking about him. I'm bringing him in for a visit 100%. I know teams are doing. I think Chicago already said they're going to bring him in. It'd be silly not to bring him in. You got to see where this kid's head is. You have to. He is a good talent. So you have to at least bring him in. What's going on, Rick C? Hey, Mark, do you think the Lions make a play for DB Gardner? I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they're going to. He's a good safety. I really like him a lot. I would definitely make the call. I think they're going to have to make room, though, to do it. I don't know how much money we have left. I heard it's a little bit under 15 or 20. It changes like underwear, right? It changes like people are changing their damn underwear. I never know what our cap space is. Like, I'll say it's 20, then someone's gonna be like, nope, it's 17. That guy will be like, nope, it's only 13. So I don't even know. It's St. Patrick's Day, have a beer. Not this year, bro. Logan Warren, do you think the Lions should get Bobby Wagner or CJ Gardner-Johnson? I like both those guys. I was a big fan of Bobby Wagner from the get-go. It looks like it's going to be Seattle. That's probably going to re-sign him. I have a feeling he's asking for a little bit too much money, though, but he is a hell of a linebacker. And I would definitely like to see him up on the Detroit Lions. I sent Jamal Williams is going to chew up afterwards after we beat him this year. He regrets saying that. Yeah. You know, these guys talk a lot of stuff. St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody, too, for sure, guys. Everyone's Irish today. I was expecting a big name tenant for Release Hawkinson with the 3 other guys. They're not going to sign a big name free agent tight end, bro. We've discussed this. I think 1,000 times we've discussed it. Will they maybe look for one in the later rounds? Possibility. But we still got James Mitchell. They brought back Zylstra. They brought back Shane Zylstra, Brock Wright. They did completely fine with those guys. They broke the actual franchise record for touchdowns from the tight end position. You don't need a big name tight end. They got rid of TJ Hawkinson specifically for that reason. They didn't want to pay him. So I don't think they're going to go out and pay guys. They're not going to do it. I think we need to see what this James Mitchell kid can do. This kid was a good player in college. He was just a guy that was hurt. Now he's healthy. He should have been a 3rd-round pick last year. He dropped to the 5th because of his injury. Let's see what we got first before we go paying these guys that aren't a huge part of the offense. It's funny. I think Lions will go defense, but nobody knows who they're going to get. Draft should be interesting. It will be interesting. Just made a half and half Guinness and Harp. Oh, Guinness. Not a fan. Villain move to draft Carter. It would be a villain move. It would be a villain move. But we don't have Gesicki or Schultz. Money would be great to get one of those younger talents. So they can always make money. They can always make more room. And there's still lots of time to do that, but I don't think they're going to go after big-time guys like that. Not that Gesicki's a big-time guy, but he's got potential. But I think he's a worse version of he'd be like a Hawkinson, but worse. Hawkinson actually played well after he was traded away from us. It's pretty dry. Reminds me of Devonta Smith. Besides Cherrick, what's up? What's Harp? It's a beer. Not a big fan. St. Brown, the slot. St. Brown is a hell of a. St. Brown ain't going nowhere. Kool-Aid just used some Guinness for cooking some mussels. Oof. Forbes is a 166-pound cornerback. Yeah, he's the smaller guy. Hey, if he can play, he can play. Ronald Barnes, 11 wins should be doable. I believe at the end of the season they had like fifth hardest schedule, and I believe they're improved after free agency. Just wait until the draft, man. We're going to be even better. Chark got $10 million last year. How many games did he miss? 8 to 9 million might be fair. Yeah, he missed what? 7 games? How many games did he miss last year? He's average. He misses a ton. He misses too much. It'd be nice to get a kicker who could kick for some distance, but he's all right. Yeah, Badgie's all right, man. You know, everyone keeps talking about Moody, man, but, you know, Badgie's all right. He only missed 4 kicks out of like 28, you know, and he wasn't here the whole year. So he's not a bad player, man. Badgie's fine. Ben Johnson wants J-Mo in the slot. I don't think they're going to completely take away Buddy out of the slot, though, St. Brown. Late to the party again. It's okay, Sir Richard. Just got on. 41 minutes in. Comiskey's back. I thought that was a hell of a re-signing, too. So was Carter the best player in the draft? I don't think so. Or because of these characters, he's just a turd. I don't think he's a turd. I think Will Anderson's the best player in this draft, just my opinion. I love Bryce Young. You know, Carter's up there, though. I think he's a hell of a defensive player. I like Tyree Wilson. I like him. But he's up there. I don't think he's a turd. I just think he's immature. Exactly. Charconiak, because he misses time. Misses time, J Mommy. We don't need that. Sounds good to me, Mark. I still don't want a rookie starting, and that's fine, brother. Just like you said, man, I'm okay with getting a guy in here that's been around for a bit, that the rookies sit and learn, but I don't want a guy that's I know is going to miss time. That's what drives me nuts. Just because you can run fast, don't make you a receiver. 100%. I agree, Sir Richard. Chark fit the culture, though. Right price, right time. Yeah, I'm okay with the release of Kabinda. I'm not a big fan of the fullback. I think it's an overrated position. I really do. Do we ever see Kabinda play? If he's even when the guy's healthy, do you even see him in there? I think he's a complete waste of a roster spot. They don't even use him, even when he's healthy. So I just don't understand. I'm way behind, guys. Sorry. Chark fit the culture, though, right? He did fit the culture. Michael Mahoy. What's going on, man? Michael Maboy. What's going on, brother? Good to see you in the chat. If Chark leaves, we'll have to start out with Reynolds at the X. Yeah, I keep forgetting he's on the team. He's not a bad option. He can't run like Chark, but he's not a bad option. Justin May the Rapper coming out with some more tunes. I like Hyatt, too. That's the kid out of Tennessee, right? Yeah, it's not – I don't know how even small of a draft penalty it is. I'm going to look it up. You guys ready for some dead air? I'm looking it up because I think trading him is an option. DeAndre Swift contract. That's all you got to do. That's all you have to do is DeAndre Swift contract. You look it up. You press click. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, stop talking. 2023. Let's see what his out would be. If they were to release him, you'd even save more money releasing him. Right now, you'd save 1.7 money to cap savings. 1.7 million plus a dead cap of 340,000 K plus. If you trade him pre-June, same deal. Now, if you release him after June, it's a $942,000 cap hit, dead cap. Then you save 1.7 million plus. So you're actually saving money if you were to trade him. You're saving money. It's a little bit of a cap hit, but you're saving more money. So he can be traded. Is he going to be traded? I don't know. I think he could be a guy that gets traded halfway during the year. Really. J-Mo giving me Diva vibes, not working out with Goff. I want to know why he wasn't with Goff, though. I'm feeling the way you're feeling, One Pride. I want to know why, though. Hopefully there's a good reason why, right? I'd be smoking that green flower. Boy, we disrespected Jamal. That's a bad look. No, Troy, we did not. We did not disrespect him, bro. We offered him the same amount of money or similar to what David Montgomery got. That's the report. He's saying the opposite. Who's lying? Who knows? But I have a hard time believing that Brad Holmes didn't offer him something similar than what the Saints got. You're going to tell me that they didn't give him $1 million raise? They gave him $3 million per season, $6 million deal. You're telling me they didn't up it to $8 million for 2 years? I think he's full of it. I really do. And then the report comes out that they offered him more money. So who's actually lying? I don't think we disrespect them at all, bro. Someone's lying. Yeah, we were top 15. Are you going to go to the Lions training camp this year? I'll try to get out there. Jamal was capping. I think he was too, bro. I have a feeling he wasn't telling the truth there. And I like the guy, man. And it sucks that I got to say that. I hate saying that about him because I think he's a great player. You know, I don't think he's like a superstar or anything, but he played well above his contract. Like he did his thing and then some. But you're telling me that they didn't offer you at least what the Saints gave you? I think you're full of shit. I think you're completely full of it. 70 in the building. I love it, guys. Let's get to 75. Can we do it? We got so many good defense. Interior would be good. We have to get more interior, though, man. We have to get more interior. Aleem in there, Bugs. You know, I like those guys, but we need beasts in there. I love Mozzie Smith in the second round. I love the kid out of Michigan, man. I'm talking about a guy that can just plug a hole. That's him. You the man, brother. What's going on? I still take him at 6. I like him. Mark 50's not over the hill. It's falling down the hill. And I just fell down the hill not too long ago, too. So that does happen. Our corners got twice as good with Walker back. I think we'll do better with him than Elliott. Yeah, I hope he comes back. I think Walker's, a bit overrated here. I don't think he's that great of a safety, but I don't think he's a bad safety by any stretch. I think our corners will help him out more. People are blaming Holmes instead of going after AG. Awful scheme. Yeah, you can't blame Holmes for that. Cabinda equals solid special team guy as well. Already lost board. That's true. He is a special teamer. He is a good special teamer, but, you know, I think you can find those guys anywhere. I really do. If Myers are at 18 for instant moves, is he an option for people now? Nope. Not for me. I don't want a tight end in the first round, man. It's a complete waste of time. It's not a good move. If they do it, I'll be very pissed. They don't need to do it, man. They don't need to do it. They're showing you they're not going to do it by bringing back Zylstra, bringing back Wright, and and seeing what James Mitchell can do. They're rolling with the same guys. Like maybe if they like one later on down the road, maybe they can bring a guy in that can battle with Zylstra or battle with Brock. I have no issue with that. Not in the first round. Yeah, exactly. St. Brown's the man. 55. It's all good. I wonder if you can out something in Carter's contract. He has to have a driver. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of contracts. That's a different one, though. I don't know. Hi, baby. I bought your sports magazine. Yes. I got a good magazine coming. Thank you, baby. This is a good woman right there. I love you. Mwah. My girl. All of us are obviously just chilling. This is a great line showing the same. Thank you, sir. I don't think that Carter can go 1 year without violence. He might not, man. I don't know. The man likes to drive fast. It's soon. Very soon, man, Bear Pig. You know the deal. Mitchell's going to be pretty good. Hey, bro, listen. You know, ever since I started doing this YouTube thing I've been doing it for 3 years. It's not my full-time gig, obviously. But when I like to talk about players, and we draft guys, I do my due diligence on these guys, and I do my homework. I look at tape. I look at I don't like to necessarily go for just highlights because highlights just bring up everything in the positive. You have to look at game tape, right? And you look at Mitchell and the games he's played. He has missed time because he blew out his, he got hurt. But he's good. He's a versatile tight end that can do a lot, man. He can. Look at this guy, Liam Gaddy. Look at my name, 100% Irish. Happy St. Paddy's Day. Happy St. Paddy's Day, Liam. Fantastic. I'm only 45, but I feel 60 plus. It's all good. Hawkinson saw 89% on that. That's a pretty huge part. Yeah, I'm not saying, but he wasn't a big part of the offense. Like, he didn't get a lot of looks. He didn't get a ton of looks, man. Snaps are different than touches and looks. You know what I mean? He doesn't come off the field, Hawkinson, because he was supposed to be this great blocker, which that never really panned out. I'm not sure what we're laughing at. Oh, this is Orem. Yeah, that's my baby, man. Mark, you need to give us, you and the wifey, a few minutes alone. No, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'll be getting off here soon. And I always say that, and I never do. And Nine Drinks always laughs at me about it. Says it's funny. Gasecki looked great last year. I don't mind Gasecki, but I'm not paying him a bunch of money. I'm not paying those guys money. Those type of guys want a bunch of cash. Okay, Kirk around, but JMO St. Brown, the only 2 wide receivers signed past next season. I think you're right, dude. I think you're right. Reynolds is gone. Khalif is Reynolds on a 1 year. Khalif's on a 1 year. Tom Kennedy, I'm not even going to throw in there. I think you're right, bro. So one's coming in. Maybe they're going to bring back Chark. You got a preference, Chark or Thielen? Oof. I think Thielen's the better wide receiver, but he's older. If he's not going to be a guy that's going to burn you, but I think he's probably more reliable. He would be expensive though, man. I think move up to 3 and get Anderson. I'm all for it. And you don't have to give up a ton to do it. Forks has some twiggy legs. He's small, man. He's tiny. Like Nindrix was saying, 166 pounds, man. That's tiny. Chark missed some more games than he's played. He misses too much time, Zach's. Too much time, bro. It took the 17 game winners to tie and break Sanders' record. Sanders did it in 16. Exactly. And that's a great record to break. A lot of those were 12 or 13 of those were from the 5 yards and in. No shade on Swaggy, but I think a lot of running backs could have done that. But he will be missed. He is a good running back. He's even a greater character and a greater leader. He was a great leader, man. But apparently Montgomery's one of those guys too, man. He's a raw guy, great in a locker room. So I'm all good with it. He said he wants to say, I did read that St. Brown said he wanted to play more on the outside. I did read that. That he wanted to be a little more versatile this year because he thinks he has the goods to go outside and be an outside guy. I did read that. They're not going to just completely switch this offense around though, bro. J-Mo was an outside guy. St. Brown is inside. I'm sure they will do, the flip-flop, but they're not going to flip this around totally. But I wouldn't be surprised seeing a little change. You have to change up, man. You can't keep it the same, right? I've used Guinness on portobello and mushroom. Ooh, that's different. I live in the Chicago area, and I can tell you Bears fans are pissed about Montgomery going to Detroit. Hey, man, I've seen it too. A lot of these guys are not happy. I'm glad we still can get someone who can play right guard in the draft. I wonder who wins that starting right. It's gonna be a pretty good fight there. If they keep Vitae, it'll be a pretty good fight if they keep Vitae. So, but I think they're drafting a guard. I think they're gonna. Jameson, caramelized onions. Get me hungry, bro. I don't even know who's available. I couldn't even tell you who's available, Daniel. I couldn't tell you who's available as a wide receiver free agent. Couldn't tell you. I don't have a clue. I couldn't tell you. Cabinda's horrible. Yeah, he's a good special teamer, though. He is. Missed some more time than him, but people are still waiting to give him a fourth year. I don't think they're gonna give him that 5th year option. Damn. Mark types with one finger. Other than St. Brown, Jamin, who signed past next season? I don't think anybody, bro. I think you're right, Rick K. pretty sure you're right, bro. Mark types with one finger like this, man. I'm just like this. I'm very slow. Very, very slow. Jason Kabita had 242 snaps last year and played special teams. He could be showing the door, though. But they value special teams. They do, and I think every team has their guys, and he's one of the better ones in the NFL. But the fullback I think is a complete waste of time in the NFL. It's just my opinion. Glasgow played for Michigan. The lineman learned multiple positions. He can play center also. Yes, he played center when we drafted Ragnow. And Ragnow moved to left guard, I believe it was, and learned under Glasgow. So that was actually pretty cool. And they got 2 years playing with each other. He's played 4 years with Decker. I love it. It's good to have the big fella back. It's good competition, man. I'm all good. He's an upgrade over Evan Brown. That's for sure. He's a definite upgrade over Evan Brown. Shouldn't trade Swift because we won't get anything for him, but he stays healthy as last year. He might. That's actually a really good. Statement, bro. You might get something for him. I just don't know what. You're probably not going to get what you want. You're not. You know what I mean? You're probably going to get like 5th round pick running backs, man. People it's very rare that you see running backs getting traded. It happens. We've seen it, but it's just very rare. You'll have a good time there. Good eats, too. Montgomery has more to offer, less money. Hey, man, Montgomery's a 3-down back, bro. It was a great, great underrated signing. I hate the fact we got some teams in the schedule practically. It's all right. Monty probably wanted to come here because of Earl Line. Well, somebody was saying that Monty, was it you saying one pride, that Monty called the Detroit Lions? Or was it Dano? Spanos? Somebody said that they heard that Montgomery called Detroit and said, hey, what's up? So I don't know. And we got Dallas at Dallas again. Like, why? Let's beat them in the home state of Texas, man. Thanks, brother. Subscribe and like that. I love it, man. I love this channel. I appreciate it. Michael, my boy, I love that name. It's about time you give me a Craftsman wrench. Did you get one? I have to do it. Sometimes I don't know how to do that shit, man. Monty greater than Jamal. I agree. I would say signing Monty basically pushed out of the Bijan sweepstakes. Probably. I still think there's a running back coming to town. Reynolds back on a 1-year deal. Greg Bell as a practice squad. It's Jamar Jefferson even on this team. Swift on a 1-year deal. They're going to have to better that situation, that room. If Montgomery was into snakes, would he have Monty Python? That's I like it. First round D-line. I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. Will Anderson. A little more of the rush outside linebacker, I think, Will Anderson. But he's my favorite guy in the draft. Tight end lives don't matter. They matter, but just not that much. I don't know what to say. I would love it if they still got Bijan. The running back room would be solid. It would be ridiculous, man. James only 2 hours to sign testing. Yes, you're right, Rick K. 100%, bro. They're as far as I know, they're the only 2. Yeah, because Reynolds is on a 1-year deal. Khalif's on a 1-year deal. Is Tom Kennedy even still here? I don't know who's on the practice squad. J-Mo has obviously signed a 4 or 5-year deal, and St. Brown has got like 2 more years on his deal. You're gonna have to pay him real soon. So yeah, they're gonna have to upgrade it. Good to catch you tonight. Thanks, brother. Rob down south. What's up? Well, there's not getting fooling yourself. Holmes does not mess around. You F around and find out, man. The Draft magazine. It's one of them. I like the Draft magazine. I like the college magazines, man. It really helps out. It really helps out, man. You get a good feel. You look at the magazine. You look at the tape. You kind of compare the two. You do your own analysis. I love it, man. It helps me out big time. Exactly. Smoking rocks on a rock. I love it, bro. It's a very good call. Been looking for it forever. I won't be mad if they drafted Laporta or Tucker Craft in the 3rd. Yes, Steve-O. A little bit later on, I don't mind doing that. I agree with you, Steve-O. Good to see you here. Stewart just re-signed. Who? Stewart. I don't know who Stewart is. Craig Ferguson, what's up, my friend? What's going on, brother? Mark Malik wants to know whose through it is, and so do I. I'm not sure who you're talking about, J Mommy. Hashtag Green Bay sucks. Let's all get a hashtag Green Bay sucks or an FGB. I think you guys are already doing it, but yes. 134 for the year. All right. Amai and Bayard Mark. Oof, that's elite talent at safety. Greg Rice, what's up? That's my boy in the building. I don't know who that guy is, my friend. I'm going to have to look him up. Bayard? But you're talking about who are you talking about there, bro? You're not talking about the Bayard that used to play for Titans, are you? Or are we talking about draft? Walker was playing well, creating turnovers at one point. Trails were the best players on the defense, had 4 times. Those same guys, I disagree. That's okay that you disagree, bro. They're pretty much telling you what they're going to do with that tight end position. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked at one down the line and maybe have some good competition for Zylstra, and or Brock Wright. But I don't think they're going to go early, man. They got some. Those guys are young. They're all young guys, and they played well. The Lions said if even a Cards are 18, they wouldn't take him. Who said that? I never heard one Detroit Lion say that. Not one person from the front office. If Brad Holmes came out and said that, sure. But if it's I've never heard. They can't say stuff like that. That would be stupid of them to just say that. They have to pretend that they love guys. They can't do that. Just draft a wide receiver in the draft, maybe. I think the position I'm most unsure with tight ends that thrive like Jamal thrived and scored touchdowns because St. Brown and Goff are moving the chains. Well, yeah, man, it's obviously, you know what I mean? But they didn't need to go after big-time tight end. Going after, man, you got 3 guys that can get the job done, not pay a bunch of money. They purposely avoided the Hawkinson thing to not pay big-time guys, bro. That's just facts. That's not fiction. They got rid of Hawkinson over money. That's it. Going to bed. Uh-oh. J-Mo Hyatt, St. Brown. Let's go. I would still take Gonzalez at 6. No, man. Don't like Gonzalez. Clancy at 18. I don't think he'll last, but I love him. I'm not a big fan of Christian Gonzalez. Just I don't think he's a playmaker. Yeah, that's good. That's good, man. 89% of snaps, fantastic, bro. That doesn't matter. He's still not, you know what I mean? I'm talking about looks that this offense puts on tight ends. They did break the record for touchdowns with 12 or 13, whatever it was, but they're not an intricate part of the offense. That's why I think they won't go after a big-time tight end because they just don't use the tight end much. I don't know how simple I have to explain it. It's that simple. Frankenstein is a stud. We're blessed. Woo! Ben Johnson, one who said all that inside the den. Watch the episode with him later. I will. We need to see these guys moving around. We need to see J-Mo moving around. We need to see guys like St. Brown going on the outside. They can't just stay stagnant, right? He doesn't throw to the tight end that much, man. You know what I mean? I thought they underutilized Hawkinson, but that's just the way the offense was. Do we just Google Inside the Den? Yeah, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. It's a great YouTube channel. It's Detroit. It's awesome. Can you imagine Darnell watching the Lions a 6'8" freak show? If they can get him later, I have no issue with that. He's another old lineman. 76 in the building. Let's go. Get it up, guys. Can we get to 80? Can we get to 80? Lion Eyes, what's up, bro? What do you think about drafting Skoronski for right guard now and then moving him to right tackle? Hey, man, I was looking. You know what? You're going to have to get him a little early, I think. I have a feeling he's going to Chicago at 9. I just have a feeling. I think you'd have to take him at 6. But you go look at our offensive tackles. The depth isn't great after Decker. It's like Matt Nelson is there. You know, he's basically a right tackle. And then they got Awosika, who's just complete what's it called? Project. So wouldn't be surprised if they went after a tackle sometime in the draft. But I like Skoronski, but you're going to have to get him at 6, I believe. I don't think he'll be there. I have a feeling the Bears are taking him at 9. Goff wouldn't throw it anywhere else. He's going to Chicago. Who is? Darnell Washington? Just pull up Detroit Lions YouTube channel. Inside that episodes are there. Kurt Romero is exactly right. But I think MC, and Holmes looking for that dog at tight end. It was smart. No, that's really his offense. I'm done talking about the tight ends, bro, because I don't think we're drafting one, man. I don't think we're drafting one early. I really don't. And I don't think we're drafting one at all. I just don't have a feeling we're taking one, man. You're completely stuck on that tight end. You were doing it on Micro Mike's channel the other day. Like, I just don't think it's a big need, bro. I don't understand it. He is cheap. Kabinda's cheap. Gentlemen, ladies, Lion CEO, what's going on? Looking dapper. Dapper Don. Mark, I don't know if you've seen this Tyree Wilson kid. Yeah, bro. Did I do a video on him? I don't know. I haven't done a video on him, but he's probably my third favorite defensive player in this draft. Third. Yeah. Yeah, he's because I like Anderson. I like Carter. I love Anderson, actually. Like Carter. Tyree Wilson. Like him a lot, bro. Kid out of Texas Tech. I like him, man. The kid can play. Not the fastest off the snap, though. He takes him a little bit to get going. He's 6'6", 280, 275 pounds. Plays the run well. Can get to the quarterback. I like him. I think Holmes is on a mission. He knows what the Lions needs. Better with free agency. Just wait till the draft. I'm excited. This kid can work the 2, 3, and 4 technique. Lord have mercy. Okay, Kelsey, Gronk, those guys. No, I never said that. See, that's the thing. You're putting words in my mouth. Kelsey, when was Kelsey drafted? Gronk was drafted when was Kelsey drafted? For real? 5th round? 4th round? Gronk, 2nd. Gonzalez, don't know where he was drafted. But I think it was, I don't remember where Tony Gonzalez was. Never said they didn't matter. Don't put words in my mouth. How many rookies made an impact with Lions starting last year? Sometimes it works. Man, it felt like all of them made some type of impact. Good question. But, Kirby, Hutch, Malcolm, who else? It had to be a couple. Jamieson a little bit, but, we wanted to see more. Different style here. Team ball. Sorry, Mark Magnus. Sorry, question about inside. They are on YouTube. Yes, sir. They are on YouTube. Should we go after Miles Jack? I liked him coming out of college. He hasn't done much in the pros, man. Maybe a couple good years, right? Kurt Romero, I think the point Mark's trying to make is we are not a team focused on a tight end. That's all I'm trying to say, man. I don't think we're going to go after a big-name free agent one, and I don't think we're going to draft one early. We did extremely well last year for the ones we had. We had Hawk for majority of the year, right? Half the year, whatever it was. And then we did extremely well with Brock Wright, Zylstra, and James Mitchell. They broke records. They broke touchdown records. So I'm okay with that. Free agents available still. Galladay, get him out of town. Thielen, he's old, but he's still pretty good. Robbie Anderson, beat it. Aguilar, speed guy. Shark, Cobb, nope. Marvin Jones, hey-oh. Julio Jones, nah. Byron Pingle, he's not bad. Jarvis Landry, too much money. N'Keal Harry, go away. Yeah, it's a tough list, bro. It's a tough list. I literally saw a tight end try to lead his team to win a Super Bowl as the most used player in the team. Bro, stop it. Listen, seriously, stop it, bro. There's no Kelsey in free agency or in this draft. So you using Travis Kelsey as your example is ridiculous. It actually makes 0 sense, bro. Come on. You're better than that, man. Or are you? Like, come on, man. Don't compare Hall of Fame tight ends to what we have over here, because everybody would love Travis Kelsey on his team. Everybody would love a Tony Gonzalez, a Gronk, a Kittle. Those guys aren't available, right? And you can't say, well, Michael Meyer, whatever's going to be the next Tony Gonzalez. We don't know that. So don't use that as an example, bro, because it's just silly. It's just absolutely silly. Would you bring in Jack, or do you think he's done? I don't think he's done. I maybe kick the tires on him, bring him in, but I don't think he's a big-time player. Safety from the Titans. I like him. I like Byard, bro. Keep repeating yourself, bro. You're like a parrot. I know he saw 89% of the snaps. I really do. That doesn't mean that he saw 89% of the looks. He's a guy that never came off the field because he was a blocking tight end as well. Those guys don't come off the field. Hawk's not coming off the field. It doesn't mean that we're throwing him the football a ton. My God. Oops. What happened there? I'm hearing rumors of Chark coming back. It's going on. Dom the Bandit. It's going on. There was rumblings that he could possibly be coming back. Don't really know yet. There's some people out there thinking he's Barry Sanders. There's some people thinking that. Did you catch a Hutchin where he said that Montgomery was the toughest guy he had to tackle? Hey, man. No, I didn't see that. He said it was like trying to tackle a bowling ball. That's awesome. Hey, man, he's top 5. He's top 5 in breaking tackles since he's been in the NFL. He was the number 1. Him and Nick Chubb were tied number 1 for breaking tackles in all of football last year. Him and Chubb. All have injury problems. Yeah, they do. That's true. Don't be surprised if they look at someone late in the draft then. That's all I'm saying. Mitchell was healthy last year because he was hurt. He drafted him hurt. Zylstra, I don't even know if he missed time. Don't know. Right? Did he miss any time? Come on, man. That's like 3 Swifts, but not even nearly as talented. No, it's not, but okay. It doesn't matter that he was used almost every play. My God, bro, you're the most annoying human being ever. I swear to God. I'll be on next stream, bro. I got to go to the dispensary free green if I wear green, but no state. All right, dude. Hate Gonzalez and don't see him fit in the Lions MO for a player. Toughness and physicality. I don't hate him. I just don't think he's a playmaker, man. And a lot of people have us taking him at 6. Absolutely not. That's a link to the Inside of Den with Ben Johnson. I'm going to check it out, bro. 100%. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying they're not going to, J-Mo is an outside guy who can obviously move in, and we all know what St. Brown can do. Oh, he keeps resisting, bro. It's insane. He won't stop either. He won't stop, dude. He won't stop. He did it on Micro Mike's the other day, and Micro Mike just ignored him. I have a tough time ignoring guy. What's going on, Micro? What's going on, brother? If the Lions take Mozzie Smith, then teams will have to double team him. I love Mozzie Smith, man. I love him. Pick a poison. He is a run-stuffing defensive tackle, nose tackle. He's a guy he's not going to get to the quarterback or anything, but he is going to take on double teams. He's going to take on double teams, and he's going to plug the run. Absolutely not on tight end the first or second round. No, exactly. FGB. Hawk got 100 and didn't even complete the season. And he ain't here no more. And he isn't here no more. And we won like a bunch of games without him. You realize that, right? We started actually winning football games with him not on the team. What's up? What's going on, my friend? How you doing, brother? Hawk had 18 touchdowns. When? He had 18 touchdowns last year. TJ Hawkinson had 18 touchdowns last year? No, he didn't. He couldn't have. Couldn't have. You're talking about maybe because 18? TJ Hawkinson stats. 18. Good enough. Yeah, when did he have 18? Oh, for his career? Okay, he has 18 touchdowns for his career. Yeah. Is that supposed to impress me? Is that supposed to impress us, bro? 18 touchdowns for 4 years? Come on, man. Good tight end, but I'm not, goodbye. Hard pass on Mozzie. Ooh. I like him, bro. He stuffs the run. Lions chat. Giving a shout out. What about Witherspoon? I like him at 18. I like him. I still like a corner at 18. I think it kind of takes it away a bit, but I do like him at 18. I do. I don't want one at 6. You don't get it, bro. And I don't know what to tell you anymore. We had a top 5 offense, man. Who cares? Well, who cares what TJ Hawkinson did? And he wasn't even a good blocker, eh? He was supposed to be baby Gronk coming out of college. He wasn't even a little bit close to Gronk at the blocking situation. Would you draft Terrace McGriff, Mark? I'm drafting him in the first round. Mike, we've had this discussion over and over again. I'm taking him round 1. You know it. He plays quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, offensive guard, center, plays on defense, doesn't come off the field. He coaches. He does it all. Zach, we don't use tight ends like that, man. We got his good production for 300. I have to leave it alone. He can't, bro. He can't. Hawk at Aiden would have 100 if he finished the season with the Lions. Maybe he did. I think he was used more in Minnesota, wasn't he? He probably would have hit close to 100. And then you're worried about paying him. Then you got to pay him. He's gone. We have a good old line coach on the bus from young guys from the draft. Yeah, Hank Fraley is one of the best, man. See, nobody's on board with your tight end silliness, bro. I haven't heard from you in like an hour. Micro Mike, man. Busiest man on YouTube. Love it. Thanks for coming in, Mikey. You're a good man. Hawk was involved in 4 or 5 interceptions due to deflected passes. It was a few. I remember. It should have been more. There should have been a couple more that bounced off his hands. Yeah. 10 in production in Detroit was already replaced. Just the dude posted tight ends don't matter, so I was saying that back. He was kidding, bro. He was kidding with you, man. We know what matters. It's just getting old. It's just really getting old, man, because I know you want one here. I just don't think they're not paying the money to get one here. You're not going to see a guy like Gesicki come in. I don't see it. Like, I guess anything could happen, but we got the production from those guys, from the guys that you don't like. It's like, so I don't know what to say, man. And that's fine, bro. And that's fine. I know you're not trolling, but it's like you got to let it go, bro. Noah's wife, dude. Houston was another rookie. That's right. Houston was another rookie. I keep forgetting about him. Every time somebody asks me who was one of the best rookies, I always leave out James, man. I don't know why. Mark, what do you like about Wilson? What you think you need to work on? Wilson. Tyree Wilson? I don't think he needs to work on a whole lot. I think he's got the defensive end spot pretty locked in. He's not the fastest off the ball. That's one thing I did notice. That he's pretty slow off the snap. And that can be fixed with training and all that stuff. So I don't think he's a bad football player. Don't get me wrong. I like him a lot. He's one of my biggest supporters, and I would love him on this team. But I don't think there's a ton he needs to work on, but he is a little slower off the ball. As a Bruins fan, Miles Jack a couple good pro years with the Bill in the pro. Hard passing is like $2-4 million a year. Yeah, that's true. I'm just tee-heeing. Tee-heeing's good, man. She's a nice person trying to raise money for cancer awareness. That's awesome, man. You're going to be upset still if Holmes drops Quentin Johnson? I don't think I ever said I would be upset. I'd be a little bit shocked. I don't think it's going to happen. They do that. You might see a temper. You might see a fit thrown by Jameson Williams, though. That could happen. I don't think he's coming in at 6. I actually like Quentin Johnson. I'm just not sure at 6. I do think Mayer could be on that level. Hey, he's probably the best tight end in this draft. The kid is a specimen. He is a specimen. He's going to be pretty good in the NFL. Reynolds just re-signed. Craig Reynolds? Who are you talking about? Craig Reynolds resigned a little bit ago. Is that who you're talking about? You got to give first and last names. That's what I'm saying. If there's no money for them in free agency. Yeah, I don't think they're going. I hear you. If Michael Mayer falls at 48, would you take him there? That's early still. I don't think he's going to slip that far. I'd rather keep building the defense in the second round. I really would. Or get a guard somewhere. You know what I mean? I don't want a tight end. Early. When I say if I want to get a tight end, give me one in the 4th, 5th round. I don't want a tight end that early, man. The Dr. Dino Harmon, my wife loves Micro Mike too. Josh Reynolds? Yeah, I don't know. Craig Reynolds, I know, re-signed a 1-year deal for like $1 million bones. I know that. Yeah, that's great, bro. That's great. But we started winning football games with him gone. Not saying he was the sole reason why we were winning games or why we were really losing games. But the tight end, the high-priced tight end, wasn't necessary. And I hope you understand that. Like that's what we're trying to say. Yeah, you don't understand. And I don't know why. I'm always getting always. Hey man, I got called a racist because I backed somebody into a corner. in an argument. So the first thing this guy calls me is a racist. We're not even talking about race. It's like it's ridiculous, man. Like, come on, man. I'm no racist. Saying I don't like Brad Holmes because he's a successful black man. What the hell? We weren't even talking about Brad Holmes. Like, it's just so silly. Always getting into it with somebody, bro. Have a good night, Dan Spano. It's good to see you in the chat, bro. You're good. Definitely not trying to troll. I'm just being dead serious. I never said you were trying to troll, man, but you won't let it go. I don't think it's the weakest position on the team either when you break a record for touchdowns or tie a record for touchdowns. That's not being weak. We don't have a superstar tight end. If that's what you consider weak, then okay. You won't actually understand. We don't prioritize times like that. You don't understand football very well. You're a plug and play casual. Oh, wait, Greg Rice. Hey, what are you gonna say? It's them damn Canadians, man. They are very hard to get along with. I'm really the easiest guy in the world to get along with. Trust me. When we meet, bro, we're gonna have a beer and we're gonna laugh about all the times that we went at each other. Montgomery's better than Swift. You know what? When you watch David Montgomery run, bro, he reminds me a ton of DeAndre Swift. Just a little bit slower, but they move kind of the same way. They're very shifty, but Montgomery will put his head down a little more because he's 225. Swift ain't that big, but they're very similar runners. It's crazy. He's got one of the Swift and Montgomery has one of the greatest feet. Their feet are incredible. They move their feet extremely well. Oh, I know it, bro. And that's why I love Cansey. Cansey is a guy I really like a lot. There's a couple defensive tackles that I like. I want to stop the run too, though, bro. I love that guys can get to the quarterback, but we need to stop the damn run. We do, bro. It's all good. Great job on bedroom, Mark. Thanks. Thank you, sir. Thanks for coming in. Dude, don't feel sorry for yourself. Don't, man. Okay? Everything's good. It's just not a huge need. Yeah, they were playing better, and that's what I said. Not because he was gone, but we did start winning when he wasn't here. That's all I'm trying to say, man. 18 touchdowns his career, and that's not impressive. It's not impressive, man. That does not impress me. 6 touchdowns a year for a guy that was drafted. What overall was he? Doesn't impress me, man. It just does not impress me for 4 years as a tight end. It doesn't. I don't have an issue with getting one. This draft is a few good ones in the 3rd or 5th. Okay. Yeah. I'm the same way. 4th, 5th, 6th. I don't want one early. I'd rather bulk up the defense, man. Our weakest position group is also utilized as much as our fullback position. I think our weakest position is defensive tackle, linebacker. That's our weakest position in the damn team. So it's incredible, eh? It's incredible. I don't want to tight end at all, but that's my opinion. We are entitled to our own. Exactly. I can't. Mark, stop stomping your kicker or whatever makes your mic and chair shimmy, please. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. It's the fan you might be hearing too, though. 18 career touchdowns. Put him in the hall, bro. Where's his gold jacket? Mitchell might break out this year. Mitchell was a good tight end in college. We got him at a good price, 5th round. Apparently, it's not all his fault. Sorry, I was talking to a neighbor who came in when I was comment. I forgot the question now. Reynolds. Who? I like Mozzie. 18 would be a record for the NFL. That's what I mean. Brock White. Yeah, I don't know. I think he missed some time. He missed some time. Yeah. Have to draft the cocaine at 6. D-line. Yeah, Jamal had 17 touchdowns last year. Look where that got him. Mike, I don't want one. I just won't be upset we get one. This draft is deep in tight ends. That's why we can get one super late if they want one. Maybe they like somebody. Maybe they do. I will be upset, but that's because I'm an a-hole. You're not an a-hole. Brock White was better than Hawk. He went 8-2 without Hawk. I wouldn't say Brock White was better. He's not a better tight end. That's just silly. But we did win when Hawk left. Right? Pours the coffee and brings the donuts in the AM. We did get more production without Hawk than with him. We did. Without Hawk, than with him. That is true. 8-2 without Hawk. F the tight end. We don't use tight end that much. Oh, crap. Hey, oh, boys. Hawk not a Lion, so who cares what he does? I don't know why we're even talking about him. I thought we all agreed to call him Droppinson or Can't Block It. He did drop some balls over the years. Football was harder back when the defense was wearing on par with the offensive lines. Yeah, I agree, man. I'm not, bro. I'm not. I don't want him back, man. I'm not a big fan. I think he's okay, but what are they going to pay him? You can't pay him a lot of money. That's Jack Campbell you're thinking of, right, Gary? Jack Campbell? Jack Campbell. Thank you, Mark. You shook me asleep on Chromecast. Hey, that's what I do, man. I put people to sleep. Campbell, a frequent pick in my mocks. Sucks being at 6 because not many blue chip players. I don't like what's going on, Bryce S. I'm not a big fan of them being at 6 too. I agree with you. Lions talk. It'd be nice to get Chark back. We're paying him $5.5 million this year, no matter where he signs. I don't like that either. That's in that dead cat money. Is that what we're doing there? I gotta check that guy out, bro. Campbell was awesome. With that said, Trenton Simpson met with the Lions twice. It could be the option. That's my favorite linebacker in the draft, Trenton Simpson. He's a utility knife too. Plays everywhere. That guy was playing safety. That guy was playing corner in a pinch. That guy can play in the D line. He's ridiculously talented. Chark and Goff were great after the season. Want the connection to continue. Yeah, he's hurt so much, man. If all those picks in the first and second round go defense, like I'm okay if they go offense in one of those picks. We need a guard. So I'd be okay with 3 defense and one offense. Why do some of you guys want a guy back who's been injured almost every year, if not every NFL career, all 30 was in? He did have some good chemistry with Goff, but I'm on the side of not bringing him back because he's hurt all the time. That's what it's coming. That's what upsets me about a guy like DJ Chark. Good player, gets the job done, but he's going down eventually. And that's what drives me nuts. And then all the excuses come out on why one particular guy will struggle in this offense. Well, he didn't have his wide receiver. He didn't have this guy. He didn't have Chark. St. Brown goes down. This guy, and I understand that. But those are always the excuses that follow. And it drives me insane. I've been trading down a lot last couple of days and getting Brian Branch. In the second, I'd pick Branch. Jimmy, when Chark and Goff got on the same page, the offense was much better. I just wish he could stay healthy because he's such a good wide receiver. He's so good. Well, we already have 4 tight ends drafted 5th to 7th round. Why not invest? Hey, I just don't think they're getting one early, bro. For me personally, Jared, Trenton Simpson. Campbell's a dog, though, man. Campbell, I think, is more of a Dan Campbell guy. But like Mike said, Trenton Simpson getting those visits means a lot. Man Bear saying what up to Mike Rowe. Look, we traded Hawk for basically a second-round pick and saved $9 million. Hallelujah. And won games. They broke the records. The team played great. I watched every game. So did I. I want the team to get better. It's the only reason I'm so serious about it. Yeah, man. We all want the team to get better. And the team got better when Hawk left and we were using the 3 tight ends. That's what we're trying to say, man. So it's not like we needed a tight end. That's all we're trying to say. You can't argue it. The tight end situation actually got better when Hawkinson left. And the team situation got better. They started winning more. Now, I'm not saying it was Hawkinson's fault, but you can't argue reality because that's what happened. So go getting a big tight end is not really necessarily a need. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let's give Mitchell a chance. Let's give Peace a chance. Wait, what kind of tight end is he talking about? Is he at the club? I don't know. He's talking about the club. I don't know what. I don't know, man. Monty's more consistent, yes, and he's not as exactly availability. We talk about it all the time, Mikey. El Kai, tight end is not the weakest position. Our offense scheme under Ben Johnson is not meant for a start, anyways. You gotta say it. Yep. I don't mean Miss Lang ever since I was a little kid. Hey man, I don't miss him either, bro. I don't miss him either, man. We don't need the main tight end offense brick to the wide receiver and run it back. Some people are, and that's true. Micro Mike's, you nailed it right there. Bang. Boom. Some people are just a-holes who think only their opinion matters. I had a post saying if Holmes and Campbell chose to go Richardson, I'm good with it. Dude freaks out. I'm like, you know better, huh? Exactly. There's a certain YouTuber, man, that says any type of quarterback in this situation early is stupid and calls everybody a moron for it. I don't understand that. I'll never get it. I'll never understand that. Holmes knows better than you, me, everybody in this world. He does. And if they want to get one early, get one early. And if they want to go get a tight end early too, go get a tight end early, man. You know something that I don't. And that's for sure the situation, because I'm just a YouTuber, man. And I'm just a fan like you guys. I don't know any better than anybody else. People think they know better than Holmes and Campbell. It's hysterical, bro. The big fella's in the building. 7 overall. He was a top 10 pick. Yeah. And he has 18 total touchdowns. Sarms. Yeah, linebacker's the weakest spot and defensive tackle, in my opinion. We all got faith, brother. You have to stop the run. Case closed big time. You ever watched the Pat Mac? I've watched it. I'll watch it. He's funny. So I know him on a Kex mock up and I was doing all punter mock for Mike. All punter mock. Well, there you go, guys. That's the call. That's the call. Let me see. I'm gonna have to go. All right, here since everything hated on tight ends, what do you think of drafting Washington? I don't hate him. I don't hate the tight end, but I'm not taking that guy early. That guy looks to be going pretty early because he's another old lineman. You're basically drafting an offensive tackle when you draft that guy. You know, he's improved a little bit at the receiving end, but he is a monster. But I just don't want him early. If they're going to look at him later on in the draft, sure. I'm not completely opposed to them taking a tight end. Just I don't want one early. That's it. Yeah, that guy's a beast, bro. Hawk trade was good. They needed to get it done. You don't pay that type of money to guys like that. You don't pay that type of money. You don't pay outrageous money. Is he a free agent for Minnesota, or is he on his 5th-year option? I don't remember, man. But I know they're not going to pay him. That's why they got rid of him, which was, I think, smart to do. You want a tight end? Get an exercise, baby. Have your own tight end. Oh, Jesus. Which YouTuber? Won't say. Stupid question at Mark Arms. I just nothing personal, bro. Just can't say it. Stupid question at Mark Arms. What draft magazine is that you covet and why? I haven't bought a draft magazine in years. I think it's if it's the one I'm thinking of that she got me, it's the Lindy's magazine, I think. There's a couple of good ones. There's an ESPN one that's not bad. There's Lindy's that's not bad. There's a few good ones out there. It's a nice little guideline, man. Especially when you do a lot of film study, which I try to do, and you have that kind of info to back you up. It helps. It really helps a lot. Is there a chance we can get Jamar Chase? Just a question. Nah, I don't think it's going to happen, John Doe. Don't think it's going to happen. Lights out, huh? Huh? Lights out? What's going on? We're drafting defense with Josh Kittle. What's going on? I like the avatar. We're drafting defense with her to first. I think we're drafting defense. I wouldn't mind a guard, though, really. I'm in love with Osiris Torrance, so that's crazy. Will you be back Sunday night? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I will, guys. I'm not sure yet. I know I did my thing. I know I'm going through a lot this, guys, but I probably passed a lot. I'm sorry. 54 in the building. I really appreciate you guys. I've been on here for an hour and 39 minutes. I always try to go a little bit longer than the normal guy. You know, there's a couple of guys that go long, a couple of YouTubers, and that's great. I try to do the same. I'm okay with going offense, bro. I'm okay going offense. Everybody loves putting words, opinions in Mark's mouth. It happens a ton. Everybody loves to say what. Everybody loves to chirp me and say that I put words in their mouths. It happens a lot. Happens a lot when you do YouTube, man, and you put yourself out there. People, you just got to be careful what you say, man. You got to really be careful what you say, because it's just, man, people just run with it, run with garbage. I like Noah Sewell. I like him. I think he's a little bit overrated as a linebacker prospect. This guy wants to say hi. What's up, bro? This guy wants to say hi. That's my guy, Capone. Say hi to everybody, buddy. Say hi to everybody. He's afraid. But yeah, man, everybody wants to put words in your mouth, and that's cool. And that's cool, man. You know, you do a YouTube channel, things are going to happen like that, right? So thanks, guys. Hi. Who's hi? Thanks for the content, brother. I'm out as well. Good talking guy. One pride, brother. Have a good night. Good night, man bear. Good to see you. Spend time with your family, Mark. Stream when you can. Thank you, brother. Good to see you out there, Perry. Love the comments on my videos, bro. Go the back and forth we have is good. I love it. But take it easy, guys. That was never my intention. I just chose my words more wise. It's all good, bro. It's all good, man. No one's attacking you. Take it easy, dude. Hey, man, you're passionate about the sport. You're passionate about our Detroit Lions. Keep doing what you do. Sometimes you push a little hard, and that's okay. I push back. It's all good, man. Take it easy. But I'm going. I'm going to go upstairs and spend some time with the family. So have a good night, guys. Peace out. One pride. Go Lions. My little guy, Capone. Take it easy, fellas.